Hi everyone! In today's video I thought I'd step away from problem solving for a little bit and give you guys some tips and tricks for university admission interviews. My first tip is to be prepared to explain why is it that you want to do the subject that you want to do. It's vital that you impress people with your technical knowledge and provide some examples to really make you stand out in front of the other candidates that are applying for a similar position. Impress them with your technical knowledge. For instance, you might have attended an extra lecture on special relativity in college, which has really sparked your interest in physics. Or maybe you have researched dark matter and you have watched a series of online lectures on the subject. But make sure that you are honest with your answers and that you're very well prepared. Don't be afraid to go as technical as you like. You will be speaking with world-class experts of that particular field that will be interviewing you for that university position. My second tip would be to be really well prepared for the question, why do you want to study physics, maths, or engineering at University X? Be really well prepared for this. Research their website, have a look at the undergraduate opportunities, have a look at any guest lectures, have a look at the research within the university. For instance, if you're interested in dark matter studies or condensed matter physics, choose universities that are strong in those particular research fields and quote them. Say that you found the research of a certain professor particularly interesting. You'll be very, very interested in taking certain classes in your third year, or potentially even joining future PhD projects after you graduate. Whatever your interests are, it's really important to be very specific and to show that you have done your homework in researching the opportunities available at that specific university. Chances are that as part of your interview for physics, computer science, or mathematics or engineering, you will be given some problems to solve and have a look at. My very, very important tip would be to try and boil these problems down to some fundamental truths and then take it from there. Do not panic if you can't immediately solve the problem. Universities are looking for patient problem solvers. For instance, if you are being asked to estimate the escape velocity of Venus, for instance, the velocity required to escape the gravitational field of Venus, I would just calmly work my way through the derivation, setting the kinetic energy equal to the gravitational potential energy, working for an expression for the escape velocity, and then essentially assuming some values for the mass and assuming some values for the radius. The final answer is definitely less important compared to your process of getting there. Universities will be looking for critical thinking and the ability to problem solve. Do not be afraid if you make an assumption which turns out to be wrong, as long as your follow-up working is absolutely spot on. Additionally, don't be afraid to ask questions. The problem solving at university interviews is more similar to a conversation. So if you don't quite understand something, or whether you want to clarify whether the professor would like you to consider air resistance or not, for instance, don't be afraid to ask them. Chances are you're probably going to get an answer and you're going to engage the other side in a dialogue about that problem, which is actually a critical skill in research. Okay folks, so hopefully you've found these tips helpful. If there are any further questions, please feel free to drop a comment down below, and thank you very much for watching.